Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf and welcome to October Faves and Fails. There are plenty of products within this video. It may take a while. Go and grab yourself a cuppa, get settled on the sofa, really nice and comfy. We will get through this together. I'm not going to waffle on forever at the beginning of this video, so on that note, let's jump straight into it. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I am a qualified esthetician and lover of anything beauty, skincare and makeup. I upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 PM London time, and I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. By the end of this video, if you like what you see, I would really appreciate it if you would click that like button, the subscribe button, and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So just like all the other Faves and Fails videos, I like to follow a strict format. I like to start off with any news that I want to share with you all, then go into changes of opinions from any products that I've previously reviewed on my channel that I may have had a slight change of opinion on, and then go into the fails and then finish off with a bang with the favourites. There is no news in this video. There's also no changes of opinion, so let's jump straight into the fails. So recently I did a video all about the best transfer resistant foundations for autumn and winter. If you haven't seen that already, I will link that up here. But during the testing of lots of foundations for that video, I loved some of them, and there were some that just didn't quite make the grade. They didn't make the cut, one in particular, and I've been asked about this foundation lots in the comments section. When am I going to review it? What do I think about it? You really ought to try it because I really like it. Let me say right from the get-go, I possibly am in the minority with regards to this foundation. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. To the point where it's possibly in the hate category. And that's pretty strong. However, I do know a lot of people that love this one who have oily skin or live in a hot, humid climate. So that's just something to bear in mind. For me, this did not work at all. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. And do you know, I thought I was going to love this because when I first got it, I put it on really sparingly, buffed it into my skin, but I only had it from here down because I was in a rush. So I just thought, well, I just want to put some on because, you know, when something comes through the letterbox, you want to try it straight away. So I put it on, and by the end of the day, I thought it looked amazing still. Unfortunately, this didn't work for me all over my face, and let me tell you why. So this dries down incredibly fast. There is very little work time with this foundation. You have to put it on in such a thin layer. It is so easy to apply too much, and then you get patches on the skin with a lot of foundation and patches with no foundation at all or very little foundation. So it looks very uneven unless you seriously get to grips with this, and I lost patience on day 3 with this foundation. So as well as being slightly patchy, this also lifted in places once it had dried down. So once I'd applied this, I started to do my eyebrows, and I always lean on my face when I do my eyebrows, and I lifted my hand off and there was a complete patch of the foundation that had lifted all the way down to bare skin. Not just a tiny bit had lifted, the whole lot had gone. So that wasn't great. I thought, well, maybe it's because I've not powdered it in place. So I powdered the other side in place and tried again on this side with my eyebrow. And again, it lifted. So that was another negative. This also clung to all of my dry patches. Really didn't like it. This is also super matte. A little bit too matte for my preference. Again, personal preference. You may like a really matte finish, but this looked a little bit flat and a little bit lifeless on my skin, and I really didn't like it. This also felt very tight on the skin the more I wore it. So although this says it shouldn't be drying on the skin, I found it to dry my skin out. Once my natural oils started to come through the foundation, it looked a lot nicer on my skin. Unfortunately, after around about the 6-hour mark, it went really cakey. It started to go cakey around my nose, in between my brows, on my chin. There was a slight mottled effect where the foundation started to separate. It just really was not a good look for me. It didn't go well. I tried it in all sorts of different ways. I tried it with primers. I tried it with just my normal skincare. I tried it with no skincare at all. I tried it powdered. I tried it unpowdered. It's just not great on my dry skin, and by all means go out and try this if you feel like you're going to love it, but it was a definite no from me. So let's move on to the favourites, because that's the bit that makes me very happy, and I have found an absolute gem in this first product. This is a product that I will continuously buy because it seriously works, and after the first time of using this, I could already tell a difference, and it was considerable. So the first product in the favourites list is OLAPLEX No0. Now, the reason it's No0 is because they already had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, maybe 7, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, they already had all of the numbers in place, and then they brought this one in as a primer for No3. So this is my No3. I've mentioned this in my faves and fails before. I absolutely love this product. The 0 is to be used in conjunction with your No3, so you need to be prepared to buy them both together. Now, the one that I bought actually came with a small size No3 with it. You're gonna go through this a lot quicker than you're gonna go through this. I find that I'm quite sparing with my No3. If you put a small amount in your hands and you actually rub your hands together, it becomes much looser and it spreads much more. So you can get much more use out of a very small amount if you rub it together in your hands. But I'm absolutely in love with this. So this acts as a primer to allow the No3 to work and penetrate even further. They're both absolutely fantastic products. So the OLAPLEX 0 is an intensive bond builder. It is absolutely phenomenal for repairing and protecting your hair. If you've got chemically damaged or heat damaged hair, if you dye your hair, if you bleach your hair, if you straighten or curl your hair with any heat implements and your hair is just a little bit dull, a little bit lifeless and damaged, if your hair breaks a lot, these two are going to be phenomenal for your hair. They promote stronger, thicker, healthier hair, and I absolutely adore them. So this next product is an oldie but a goodie. This has been sat in my drawer for months and I've neglected to use it, and to be quite honest, I'm now scratching my head as to why that happened, because this product is so good. So a few weeks ago, I think I got ready in the dark. I just pulled a few products out of my drawers, used them. By the end of the day, I looked at my face and thought, actually, wow, that's quite good. So I've been using this product ever since, and it's phenomenal. This is from HOURGLASS, and this is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. It's just lovely. This is only the mini version. I think you get 0.7 ounces or 2 grams worth of product in the mini. Believe me, this is going to last me a really long time, because I'm not a big fan of using powder all over the face. I just use it where I need it, and this is just so lovely. If you want to use this underneath the eyes, this will not change the colour of your under eye concealer, which I think is really quite hard to find a setting powder that won't change your under eye concealer shade. Usually they make them darker or they make them more yellow, and this one definitely doesn't. So I love this. I've actually got this on a little bit at the moment because the foundation that I'm wearing is quite a glowy foundation, and it was just a little bit too much on camera. So I did pop a little bit just on the T-zone. It's lovely. It's got a slight, I wouldn't say iridescence to it. There's a very finely milled sheen in here. So it's not a matte translucent powder. It gives that beautiful skin-like glow, which Hourglass are absolutely phenomenal at achieving that really natural skin-like look, and this is fab. So this next product is beautiful, like seriously, seriously beautiful. I was sent a couple of these in PR and Wes has stolen one and is refusing to give it back. I was going to give one of these to my mum. I'm really sorry, Mum, you've missed out on this occasion. Wes is holding his hostage and I'm definitely not giving mine up either. So this is from a company called Lily Silk. Now I know a lot of influencers talk about Lily Silk on their channels. Usually it's sponsored content and I'm like, oh. I was offered sponsored content, but at the time I wasn't actually accepting any sponsored content on my channel, so they just sent me this in PR. Having tried it for myself, everything that they said is seriously true. This is lovely. It's a beautiful sleeping experience. It's completely different to anything I've ever slept on in my life. And I have the Sleep and Glow pillow. I didn't think I was going to use this. I didn't think I was going to have a need for it. But I actually find that over my Sleep and Glow pillow, this just makes the whole experience far more comfortable. So anything silk will promote healthier skin, healthier hair. Your face won't crinkle up on top of a silk pillow. Also, because your face glides over a silk pillow, you won't get those lines and creases that a normal pillow can create on your face when you first wake up in the morning. Also, because your head and your face glides over a pillow, and I just can't stop doing this movement, it's so relaxing. Your hair won't be tugged out of your head because it doesn't get snagged on the pillow because it is so super smooth. So you'll get less hair breakages, you'll get less hair pulled from your scalp whilst you sleep, which will promote healthier, thicker, fuller hair with less damage. So regardless of all those things that sleeping on a silk pillow promotes, they go out the window for me. It's just such a beautiful sleeping experience. If my husband didn't snore as much as he does, I would enjoy it even more. But at least I can lay there just... It's just so nice. It's like sleeping on air. Very smooth air. Moving on to the last lot in the faves category, I've decided to group all 4 of these products together because they're from the same website. Now that website is Beauty Pie. If you've not heard me talk about Beauty Pie before, it was a really long time ago. I am still a member, but I've downgraded my account to the £5 a month account. So this is a subscription service. So you pay a monthly subscription and that gives you access to luxury products at affordable prices. They're not named brand products, but they are luxury quality. So I've always said in the past that I feel like their skincare far outweighs their makeup. Recently, they've had some new releases that I wanted to try, and they are all fantastic. But 4 of them in particular, I felt so strongly about, I need to mention them to you. So the first one is the Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand. This is so, so lovely. If you are after a highlighter that is not exactly subtle, but not sparkly, you can build this up to be a really pow highlighter, or you can blend this out to be subtle, but it doesn't have the sparkle in it that some people find they just can't handle. It's just not great for them. So I've worn completely the wrong thing to demonstrate this, but we're gonna give it a go. So roll up the sleeve. So this has, very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury ones, a little turn off switch and a turn on switch, and then you would swipe or dab depending on what you want to do. Now, I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful that highlighter is. Just gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. I'm in love. I actually like to apply this on the tops of my cheekbones before I apply my foundation. You can apply it that way, or you can apply it over the top of your foundation if you want more of a pow look. You always have to remember to turn it off before you put the head back on. Otherwise the head doesn't fit. Took me about 15 minutes the other day to actually figure that out, but it's a lovely, lovely product. Highly recommend it. The next one in the Beauty Pie newbies is this absolutely gorgeous stick eyeshadow. This is glorious, very, very similar to the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks. And this one especially is just to die for. It's a beautiful antique gold and it blends out effortlessly, like seriously effortlessly. So you can have a smudgy look, or if you chose to just leave it for a while, that will just stick. It'll stick in place and then it won't move. It really is a great, great product, and there are lots of shades to choose from in that range. Let's move on to the blush that I've got on in today's video. I have two of these and they are both just divine, absolutely divine. If you like a cream blush, you are going to love these, and they are a fraction of the cost of all the other cream blushes that I've got in my drawer. So these are the Supercheek from Beauty Pie, and as per usual, I'm holding one upside down. Never mind, moving on. So I have these in two different colours. This one is Bare Blush and this one is Fresh Faced. They are both stunning. I have Bare Blush on today and it's just the most beautiful, luminizing, girly flush, and I just really, really like it. They are definitely worth giving a go. And the last product in this bundle is, again, another one from Beauty Pie. This is the Wondergloss Collagen Lip Oil. Again, very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Collagen Lip Oils. This is lovely. I have this on today and perfect for those autumn winter months when you just need that little bit of extra hydration. If you like gloss, you are going to love this. This is not sticky in the slightest. It is smooth. It feels really, really comfortable. It just feels hydrating and nourishing on the lips, and it adds a hint of pigment. Just a hint. I mean, this one is like a brownie shade and it's just given me the tiniest bit of colour to my lip, but not too much. You can still see the natural colour of the lip coming through as well. So it's a very natural product. I just really, really like it. So that's it for all the Beauty Pie newbies, but while we're talking about Beauty Pie, I just want to mention my mum's favourite ride or die lip shade, because I get asked this question all the time. Every time my mum's on my channel, please tell us what lip shade she's wearing. It's absolutely phenomenal. And usually if she's got any of the product left, and I know she has some at the moment because she's just had another 3 delivered, it's the shade Naked Pink from Beauty Pie. So I will link that underneath all of the new Beauty Pie goodies in the description box for you as well. So that is it for this video. Didn't take too long, did it? Didn't waffle on too long, did I? I don't know. Let me know what you think of all the products. Have you tried any of them before? Specifically, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. If you've tried this, if you love it, please let everybody know, but also please tell them what your skin type is and how you applied this, because it did not work for me no matter what I did to it. So if it's worked for you, it would be really, really interesting for the rest of the wolf pack if you let them know how it worked for you. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.